Good evening and welcome to Manitowoc Lutheran High School, where today we're in the brand new gym. Tonight we have the Shiocton and we have the Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers. Shiocton is of the Central Wisconsin East Conference, and we have your Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers of the Big East North Conference. Tonight's really exciting, Eve. Well, first off, I'm Akaya Krause.
I'm Eve Overland.
Yeah, and it's super exciting tonight. I mean, we're here in a brand new gym. What do you think of it so far, Eve?
I think it's really exciting getting to practice in it for a while before getting to play, and then excited for our game tomorrow too. I think it's going to be a lot of big energy tonight.
Yeah, I think both teams should come out pretty juvenated. We have both teams coming off Christmas break. Both teams coming off of just a little Christmas tournament. You had your Lancers, who they were just at the tournament that they go to every year. I mean, it's just a local one. They played Kiel and New Holstein. They played Kiel last Thursday and New Holstein on that Friday. They lost to Kiel, really tight game, 65-67 at Mishcot. I was not able to attend, but I watched the live stream, and it was a great game. It was right in the hands of Lancers, and that was actually in overtime, too. Were you there, Eve, or no?
No, I didn't make it, but I heard the live stream was pretty close.
Yeah, so exciting game there, and then went on to play New Holstein and won about 80-59. Now, tonight, Shiocton, few players to watch for Shiocton is number 4, Kyle Bergsbaken. He is a sophomore this year, and he's averaging about 15.2 points per game. Now, just looking at all the stats, they're pretty spaced out team. 15.2 points per game is a decent, it's a hefty amount to average, and that's a good average for your head player, but it's not that much. And you look at the rest of everyone, and you have all of your starting 5 averaging more than 5 points, which is pretty good. And then we also have number 23, Connor Bergsbaken. Not sure if it's a cousin relation or if it's a brother relation, but Connor Bergsbaken is a senior, and he is averaging 10 points per game. We also just have a lot of rebounders, too, within that starting 5. Just for example, Brett Slinger, he's averaging 7.5 rebounds per game, and just really good. Yeah, and as you see up there, Connor Bergsbaken, as just disappears, he's shooting 45% in the floor. Now, looking at your Lancers, this year has been going pretty good. We're going 4-4 after playing some really tough competition, too. Right now, leading the pack is Will Franzen, averaging about 15 points per game. Super good for him. And then we also have Derek Lobbs, who is right behind him, averaging 14.6. And then Wesley, averaging 12.4 so far. Yep, so Will's season stats, shooting about 59% from the floor. Absolutely incredible. That's a really good percentage. I mean, you even see there that Connor Bergsbaken was 45, and that's a good shooting percentage. What do you think, Eve?
Yeah, to go off your point from before about Shiocton's team, a lot of them are pretty good shooters, but under 10, and almost all of our starters are shooting above 10 points per game, and that's a pretty great statistic right there.
Yeah, I totally agree. Just our starting 5 is all averaging more than 5 also. So it's not that uncommon, but it's just unique. Now, last year, Shiocton went 13-13. They're in a tough conference, Central Wisconsin East Conference. That is a conference where Bonduelle is, and the Lancers actually just went and played Bonduelle. Had a tough loss, but so did Shiocton, and they're a great team. They're ranked number 3 in Division 4, and it's just a tough conference. So they took 4th in the conference last year. And kind of the same thing. It was really spaced out scoring, and only your top 2 averaging about 12. We're going to have a commercial real quick, and we'll be right back with some more stats. Sorry about that, guys. It's a little hard, especially being a new booth this year. Couldn't quite hear the interview down there, but it's okay. We'll get it next time. But anyway, so that's like one similar team that they have, similar opponents. But Bonduelle is an amazing team. Like, I mean, not that many people went because it was kind of far and it was on a Saturday, but I went and they just shoot lights out. They also have a big, and he will score constantly, and then you kick it out and they'll shoot lights out. It's pretty incredible. Eve, so looking at the stats just real quick and just looking at both teams right now, what do you think is important for the Lancers tonight to come out with a win?
I think that, I mean, it's a new gym, so you got to have some energy and you want to, start a really strong legacy here. But going against Shiocton, they look like they're a pretty good shooting team, so maybe tough defense and then getting back on offense really quickly.
Yeah, I totally agree with your point about just the new gym and coming out with energy, because it's also Christmas break and college students are still home, so you kind of have a lot of alumni in the stands too, just showing up for the Lancers. And this is amazing. This gym has been in progress for a while, and we've been raising funds for it for a very long time, and it's finally here. So it's just an amazing thing. We also have a service that we're just like installing the new gym or whatever, and that's coming up in January, and that's just like super exciting. This gym is amazing. I love it. It's
I was
huge.
actually just about to mention that too. Like, with that service coming up, and with our game tonight and our game tomorrow, you want to curate those big wins in the first home games of the new gym. So winning these 2 games would be, I feel like, important to the dedication service too, just to be like, here's our legacy starting strong.
Yeah, I totally agree. This is also kind of just a big game for the Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers, just because they are 4-4, which isn't bad, but I think most people want to be above 500. Just going into now a tough, not the toughest stretch, but a big stretch. So next week, January 6th, the Lancers have Reedsville, and they are a pretty decent team. They Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers played them last year twice, and they'll play them this year twice again. They're in our conference, but that will be a good game too. Okay, we're going to have a commercial real quick, and we'll be back in a second.
Sponsored by Bethany Lutheran School. Bethany Lutheran School has been sharing the gospel message with the Manitowoc community for over 50 years. Come find out about the Bethany Way, where we work each day to do all things to the glory of God. To find out more information about Bethany, visit our website at www.bethanyeagles.org.
Hi, I'm Logan Brooks.
And I'm Camden Bay, and we are the officers here of the Broadcast Club at MLHS.
It has been amazing to move into our broadcasting booth in the new gym.
But we need your support.
With the move, we have equipment we need to buy to continue to bring you high-level broadcasts of MLHS sports.
If you are a business interested in a commercial or an individual who just loves our broadcasts and would like to support us, scan the QR code or go to the link on your screen to see ways you can support us.
You can also email our advisor, Nathan Gergel, for more information.
Thanks, and enjoy the game.
Sponsored by B&B Metals. Buying scrap cars, appliances, and farm equipment. If it's metal, we buy it. Call us at 920-693-8261.
Big thank you to our sponsors once again. And if you're just joining us, welcome again to Manitowoc Lutheran High School, where we are in the new gym. And we will be back because we have the national anthem, and we will be back to have the first varsity tip-off in this amazing gym. So we'll be back. And there is your national anthem. And starting lineups are coming up real quick. So once again, huge game for both teams right now. Shiocton's going to be announced first. And once again, just some players to watch. Number 4, Kyle Bergsbacken, averaging 15.2 points per game. And number 23, Connor Bergsbacken, averaging 10. Oh, wow. Eve, this is fancy. The lights are off in the gym. Never have had this before. Why don't you take us through their starting lineup?
Tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Chiefs, a senior, number 1.
First, we've got a senior, number 1, Cody Young.
A sophomore, number 4.
Next, we've got sophomore Kyle Bergsbacken, one of the players that we're going to be watching tonight. Senior, number 23, Connor Bergsbacken. Another sophomore, 24, Brett Singler. And a junior, 34, Elijah Jorgensen.
Yeah, so pretty spaced out team of ages too. Not all seniors, not all juniors. You got some sophomores thrown in there too, which is always good. Looking forward to the future and everything. Now your Lancer lineup. Got to be feeling the jitters at this point. This is the first time in this gym. Super exciting. Here we go. Wesley Hecker starting off. 12.4 points per game. Definitely the floor general of this team. Doing an amazing job so far. Next we got number 5, Jamin Ott. Jamin's averaging 8.8 points per game this year. Also crushing it. And hope to see a big night from him. Then we have number 21, Will Franzen, averaging 15 points per game. Leading the pack right now for the Lancers of scoring. And we have Isaiah Muchka, number 30, right now, averaging 6.8 points per game. So far, all the players been announced are juniors. And then we have number 31, Derek, the lone senior of the starting lineup. He's right behind Will right now, averaging 14.6 per game. Right there, looking at the starting lineup. Eve, just real quick, who do you think is going to have to stand out and just have a great game tonight to beat the Shiocton team?
They look like they've got some pretty good height, so I think Jamin and Will with all of our players are pretty tall, but I think they're probably the tallest, so those boards, they've got to be right there and rebounding and getting their points up.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, just a stat to look at is right now the Lancers are being out-rebounded per game by about 4, and Shiocton is let me find it. They're actually out-rebounding their opponents by about 9. So that's just something to look for, and I think is huge tonight is limiting the second chance points and rebounding and boxing out. This is a big moment for the Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers as we have the first tip-off of the varsity game, and there it goes, and Shiocton will have the ball to start out. That's Bergsbacken starting, driving, kicking. Shiocton getting an offense pretty quickly. A lot of driving and dishing. And Wesley goes in for the steal. And it'll also be called a kick ball on the Lancers. Eve, another thing to keep in mind, too, is I know our team, so me and Eve both play for the girls basketball team, but one thing is keeping it quick and playing quick playing quick offense and off of rebounds and stuff. And that will be especially key against playing bigger players. And that's number 34, Elijah Jorgensen for 2.
Yeah, Shiocton got a pretty good set down in the offense, and now they'll go back to the offense. So if they can kind of speed up their offense so that they can get some more steals, that would be helpful to the Lancers.
Yep. And that was a number 4, Kyle Bergsbacken for 2 with a nice little pretty euro. Lancers setting up in their offense now. Isaiah passing to Jamin down low. Passing it up to Wesley, and that will cause a turnover. Bergsbacon with the steal and a layup. That's already his 4th point of the night. And that will be a block on Derek Lobbs. That block is by Elijah Jorgensen. And that will be a turnover for the Shiocton Chiefs. And that is number 1, Cody Young. Lancers now coming down. Wesley bringing up the ball. Yeah, but Wesley's also having an incredible season. Just being a point guard, he's averaging about 7.2 assists per game, which is an incredible number to average for assists. And that will be another turnover for the Lancers, their 3rd.
Yes, Wesley coming, starting as a freshman also. He's had a lot of growth and improvement, and it's just really fun to watch him play on the court with everyone else. I think he's been playing with these guys for a long, long time, so that's also really cool to just watch their chemistry.
Yeah, that's a great point. And there we have 2 Lancers going for the rebound, and they will step out of bounds. Also something to note, Mr. Loberger is not on the bench right now. We have Mr. Dolan up there. Mr. Loberger is actually on vacation right now. And that's Cody Young driving and laying it in for 2. Lancers better get some spark of energy pretty quickly, otherwise this might not be a pretty game. Wesley driving, kicking to Isaiah in the corner. Can't quite lay that one in. Jamin with the rebound. And Wesley, a pretty little layup. And that will go for 2. Little lob. Derek Lobbs with the block. And Jorgensen rebounds it and gets it right back. Good hustle play by Derek, but can't give up until it's over. Cut by Will. Isaiah tried to get it in. Can't quite. Goes in for layup and is blocked. Already 2nd block for Jorgensen. Cody Young in the lane. Kicking it out to Bergsbacon. To the other Bergsbacon. Who kicks it out to Jorgensen. Drives, an easy 2 down there, down low. You can tell that we're kind of getting outmatched right now with our height. And there will be a deflection. Stay Lancer ball.
Yeah, it's about that energy that we were talking about before. Like, it's first game in the new gym, and they just don't seem to have as much energy as the other team.
Yeah, kind of not the energy we were hoping to get right away, but the Lancers will call a timeout. Your score, 12-2. I mean, the Lancers have barely gotten any shots up. We've gotten 3 shots up so far, and that's just not totally acceptable because you got to score at some point. In order to score, we got to shoot. Can't really turn it over. Don't really want the same amount of turnovers as shots, but it happens, and it's all about recovering now. So the Lancers will come out, and it'll be their ball on the sideline. Eve, do you think this is part of Christmas break? Just not, I mean, coming off a little slow. I mean, they haven't played a game for about a week. They didn't play since last Friday, but, I mean, most teams are going through that right now,
Yeah,
too.
I mean, you can say that, but you kind of can't make excuses. And it's also only a few minutes in, so maybe we'll see some spark from them in a little bit. But
yeah. And rebound by Shiocton. Will with the drive. Can't quite lay it in. Cody Young on the top. Driving to Jorgensen. Can't lay it in, and Isaiah goes for the rebound, and then it'll be called a jump ball. Good fight by Isaiah Muchka there. Isaiah Muchka is really good at that. He goes down there and gets those hustle quick plays and just tries to make an impact through those sometimes. And same with Wesley too. He makes like those just awesome plays all the time. And will drive, and there'll be a turnover. Bergsbaken in the corner. Wesley on him. Kicking it. Derek does not allow the pass to get through and will be tipped out of bounds. Stays Chiefs ball. Here comes Noah Dillon and Isaac Wagner checking in. Noah Dillon right now averaging about 4.2 points per game. Isaac really making those quick differences on defense and is doing a good job of it. There's Isaiah Muchko with the rebound. Pushing it up to Isaac. Isaac in the corner, little floater. Can't quite put it in. Rebound by Shiocton. And that'll be a miss. And Isaac will secure the rebound. Lancers continue to push. Jamin shoots and will be fouled. And will be headed to the line, shooting 2. That foul is on Jorgensen, his first of the game. First foul of the game completely, which is pretty good. I mean, I also say that, and Eve, I think our team fouls a little too much sometimes, but it's okay. It happens. Jamin puts the first one in.
Jamin Ott's got a 42% free throw average. It's not awesome or amazing, but it's not bad. Like, there are worse free throw percentages.
Yeah, I mean, that's also only shooting 7, so now he's already 5 for 9, so almost about a little more than 50%, so which still isn't the best, but it's okay. So that'll be a turnover for Shiocton, and the Lancers will have the ball. And Noah Dillon will be open in the corner. Can't put it in, and Jorgensen will secure the rebound. Cody Young at the top of the key, passing to Jorgensen.
We're only minutes into the game, but those tall players, Jorgensen and Singler, they're making some noise down in the posts.
Yeah, totally agree. And that will be a foul on number 32, Jacob Schley. He checked in recently. Noah Dillon with that rebound and toughen it out through the foul. So now Lancers have it. Wesley passes to Isaiah, who passes it back to Wesley, to Noah. To Jamin, driving, shooting, and can't quite put it in. Just rimming out. Cody Young will push the ball now. And that's number 20, Colton Dewar. And that will be another turnover for Shiocton, and that'll be a travel. And Brett Slinger checks back in. And Jorgensen and Cody Young check out. Isaac now bringing up the ball. Isaiah on the wing, driving. Swinging it to Noah. And he will turn it over. It's just really hard to get momentum when you're constantly turning it over and you're just not getting any spark, right? I mean, we've only scored 4 points, and there could be a little spark. Isaiah steals it, and Isaac will put in the layup. Like I just said before, I mean, Isaiah and Isaac both getting those little plays, and Isaac will steal it again and will be fouled.
Yeah, Isaac and Isaiah come in and they get those steals and those, like you said, they make that, they kind of get that spark going.
Yeah, and that was definitely a hustle play too, like hustle points, hustle plays, you know, and that's always good to have on your team too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just something to point out too. Right now, all of the lineup is all juniors.
Yeah, a lot of our junior class in general, I think, is just a very athletic class. And I think with a lot of them playing together for so long through grade school on like grade school teams and then club teams throughout the seasons too,
Yeah.
like it creates that strong chemistry and then talent too that you can see on the court.
Great pass by Wesley Hecker. Isaiah can't put it in. And another steal by Isaac Wagner, and there will be a foul. And just like that, it's a 4-point game. Isaiah puts that in, it's a 2-point game, but it's okay. We're not all perfect. But, I mean, 4 points, not that bad. For how it started, pretty ugly. And turned back around just with a couple hustle plays. And that is a 3 for Wesley Hecker at the top of the key. Great shot. Wesley Hecker this year so far shooting about 33% from 3. And that will be a turn of events for Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers. Your score now 11-12. Eve, what do you, I mean, we've kind of talked about like these hustle plays, but like, what do you think really just turned around the Lancers' mindset?
Well, I think that it was one hustle play, and then, okay, now we got this, and then the next one, and the next one, and now you can see that we've kind of rattled Shiocton, and that's all it takes. You just gotta, you have to find that hustle and to shake the other team, and then it becomes an easier game for you.
Yeah, totally agree. And just that extra gear just to keep pushing, and even though you start down, doesn't mean you can't come back, right? And I think the Lancers realized that, and I think Coach Dolan did a great job of probably just telling them, hey, like, let's go, like, we can do better than this. And turnovers are cut down pretty quickly, and steals went up immediately. So it'll be Lancer ball on the sideline. And it looks like Shiocton might be playing a 1-3-1 now. So switching from man to 1-3-1. Jamin will be in the corner, driving, kicking out to Wesley. Shooting. Can't quite put it in. And Shiocton will rebound. And push. And Cody Young for 3, and that is good. That's his 5th point of the game so far, leading his team. Isaiah in the corner also can't quite put it in. And that was Jorgensen for the rebound. Cody Young driving, can't put it in, rebound. Another rebound by Shiocton. And there's Bergensen. And Isaac finally grabs the rebound. Wesley skip passes to Isaiah. And they hold it up top. Wesley has it on the wing. Gets it to Noah. And skips it to Isaac. Back to the top. It's definitely hard playing against a 1-3-1 with such really tall people. And Wesley will have a great pass to Noah Dillon for 2.
It's one of those things that you want to speed it up, but if you take your time, then you'll find that open person, and
yeah,
they found it.
And there will be a foul on the Lancers on number 1, Isaac Wagner. You know, in grade school, fouls were really hard for Isaac. I went to grade school with him, and my dad coached the grade school team, and I sat on the bench a lot of time keeping track of stats and stuff, and Isaac sometimes got a little too aggressive, but is doing a great job this year so far. I mean, that's his first foul, and only 9 minutes left, and he's doing great. So Lancers are on defense now. Shiocton has the ball. Student section getting a little vocal now. Cody Young shoots, misses. Great rebound by Noah Dillon. And Shiocton still stays in that 1-3-1. as I was saying before, though, it's kind of tough playing against a team in a 1-3-1 with such bigs because their arms are long and just closes up all the passing lanes.
Right there, that was a block pass.
Will got it down low. And it's Noah and to Derek, who will nail that three. First points of the night for Derek Lobbs. Derek this year for three-pointing, shooting 36%. And there'll be Jorgensen for two. And Shiocton switches back to man. Derek driving, and there'll be a push in the back by Shiocton. And that'll be on number 34, Jorgensen. And that is his second foul of the night. Another fun addition to this gym is, I mean, you can't totally see it on the live stream, but to the right, we also have all of the scoring and fouls for all the starting players, which is great. And that was Derek again for three. And foul on Noah Dillon.
There's some great ball handling, on both teams, but Shiocton has some from these Kyle Bergsbacon and Cody Young. There's some pretty good ball handling.
Agreed, but we also have some good ball handling on our side too. I mean, Wesley Hecker and Isaiah and Isaac too are also really good. And there will be another 2 points for Shiocton. Wesley, great pass. Derek, great finish. And just like that, he has.
Great steal by Wesley Hecker.
Can't quite put it in. And a little lob, and that is Brett Singler for two. And Derek lobs again. 3 for 3 so far. Already have 11 points. I mean, about a minute ago, he had none. And I definitely think the momentum has shifted towards the Lancers. And that is Bergsbacon in the corner. Can't quite put it in. Derek with the rebound. And Wesley will take control of it at the top, swinging it to Isaac. Little floater. And shooting two. Another push in the back, it looks like, from the ref. And that was number 20, Colton DeWar. Isaac makes the first one. And misses the second. And will push it. And that will be good for number 23, Connor Bergsbacken. Wesley drives and is fouled on the ground. Yeah, so Derek Lobbs all of a sudden coming out to play. I mean, that was just a stellar couple minutes. 3 for 3 on threes, and then just late in that layup, he's shooting 100% from the floor already. And Jamin Ott and Isaiah Muchka check back in. Wesley, free throws on the way. Makes the first. These are bonus free throws. That was Shiocton's 7th of the game. And he will put the second one in also. Wesley's shooting pretty good free throw percentage this year. I mean, 73%. It's pretty good. And Shiocton will get it down low. Lots of pressure by the Lancers, but they will kick it out. And Young at the top. Shot faking. Trying to get it in. Misses, grabs his rebounds. Kicks it out, shoots again. That's Young. And he will miss, and Wesley Hecker will have the rebound. Pushing it, shooting, and can't quite lay it in. And Shiocton looks to try to push the ball. And will not get the 3-point. And Jamin Ott will rebound. And that is Derek Lobs, 4 for 4 tonight. Absolutely incredible. 14 points already, first half.
Derek's just one of those guys that when you need those threes, he can knock them in.
Yep. And he'll create that spark. And Jamie Knott will grab the rebound and will be fouled on the way down. And he will be headed to the free throw line. We'll get some freebies. So Jamin not shooting. Wesley Hecker will head to the bench, and Isaac Wagner will come back in. And Jamin lays the first one in. Looks like he's looking for some sort of call. And we'll miss the second. And we'll get a steal there. And that will be a three-pointer. And a turnover by the Chiefs.
In the beginning, the Chiefs were doing pretty good with their turnovers, and then as soon as Isaac and Isaiah had those two hustle plays, they kind of just lost that with lots of turnovers now.
Yeah, that was definitely the turning point in this half so far. Isaac will drive, kicking it to Isaiah. Jamin will have a nice cut. Can't quite lay in the left-handed layup. And Shiocton will rebound and push. Great pass by Cody Young. And that's number 32, Jacob Schley. Not sure how you say it, sorry. But for two, that'll be his first point of the game. Will with a nice little take. And that will also be his first points of the game. And Schley goes up and will be fouled. Pretty obvious one. That's on number 30, Isaiah Muchka. And he'll put the first one in. Now, something to look at, too, is just, I mean, we talked about how rebounds are important. And, I mean, Lancers are winning, but Shiocton is actually out-rebounding them right now, 15-11, which is what we kind of figured because they're kind of, like, outsizing us, too. But Lancers are doing a good job of making sure that those second chance points are limited and not every single time. And he'll put the second free throw in. Derek Lobs shoots again. Little heat check, can't put that one in. 4 for 5 is still pretty incredible for a first half stat beyond the arc. And another foul by the Chiefs. And Wesley Hecker will be headed back to the line.
There's some good and there's some bad happening here for the Chiefs. For our first half, the Lancers are doing pretty good on fouls with only 3 and Shiocton at 9, so we're getting some nice bonus.
Wesley will put the first one in.
But Breck Singler, sophomore, 24, is leading in rebounds all over.
Yeah, and he, like we said pregame, he's averaging about 7.5. It's a pretty hefty amount of rebounds. And there'll be a foul on Wesley Hecker. That'll be his first. Lance is doing a pretty good job right now of fouls and keeping them limited. And Cody Young will go to free throw line, shoot. Make it, but Derek Laws will be called on a foul down low. Apparently, from up here, what I heard from the ref is he said that both hands were on him. So it'll be an out of bounds play. And there'll be a miss, and Derek Lobbs will secure the rebound. And pushing all the way for 2. Nice little layup. Lancers showing some pressure up top. Needed to recover, and they did. Chiefs got it in the corner. And good deflection by Will Franzen. And there'll be a turnover for Isaiah Muchka. Lancers have done a better job of limiting turnovers in the second part of the first half. I mean, they had like 4 or 5 right away in those first couple minutes, and now only have, 7. And your Chiefs have
10.
Yep. Good rebound by Will Franzen. And there's Will for 3. Laying that one in. Nice pass from Isaiah. Will is shooting an incredible percentage from 3-point this year. Shooting about 51%, which is absolutely amazing. And Isaiah will have a fast break, but can't quite put it in. And there will be another second chance point. And that's number 24, Singler. Here comes Jamin, driving, shooting at the free throw, and that will be a nice little 2 bucket. Jamin now, 5 points. And that's number 20, Colton Dewar. His first 3-pointer of the night. And Will Franzen will miss that one. Pretty quiet gym right now. Not much going on for the student section. Isaiah with a great hustle play. Getting it to Jamin, to Derek, who will do a little nice Euro and lay that in. Folks, that's 18 for Derek Lobbs with 40 seconds remaining in your first half. Shooting 88% from the field. Derek will have a steal. Get it to Wesley. Passing it back to Derek. Can't put it in, but grabs his rebound and puts it back in. And that's 20 points for Derek in the first half. Absolutely incredible.
Now you're starting to hear that noise in the gym.
Yep. Student section coming alive, clapping it up for the Lancers, who have the lead by 16. And the Chiefs will not put that shot in. And that will be your first half with your score. Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers 49 and your Shiocton Chiefs with 33. Okay. And we're going to have a quick little commercial break, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Sponsored by Bethany Lutheran School. Bethany Lutheran School has been sharing the gospel message with the Manitowoc community for over 50 years. Come find out about the Bethany Way, where we work each day to do all things to the glory of God. To find out more information about Bethany, visit our website at www.bethanyeagles.org.
Hi, I'm Logan Brooks.
And I'm Cam Nimbe, and we are the officers here of the Broadcast Club at MLHS.
It has been amazing to move into our broadcasting booth in the new gym.
But we need your support.
With the move, we have equipment we need to buy to continue to bring you high-level broadcasts of MLHS sports.
If you are a business interested in a commercial or an individual who just loves our broadcasts and would like to support us, scan the QR code or go to the link on your screen to see ways you can support us.
You can also email our advisor, Nathan Gergel, for more information.
Thanks, and enjoy the game.
Sponsored by B&B Metals, buying scrap cars, appliances, and farm equipment. If it's metal, we buy it. Call us at 920-693-8261.
Welcome back. Thank you again to our sponsors. Your score, 49-33. Eve, why don't you just take us through some of the top scorers for both teams so far?
So for the Shiocton Chiefs, we've got Brett Singler, that sophomore at 24. He's leading in points and rebounds right now. He's that tall guy that just is making some noise.
Yeah, number 24.
Yeah. Cody Young, senior, number 1. He's got 7 points. He's doing pretty good. He's kind of a threat down there. Number 4, Kyle Berg's back in. Just someone we pointed out earlier in the game and still making some shots with 4 points.
Yeah, like something to point out is I feel like he definitely took control right away and then all of a sudden kind of hid and you didn't really hear anything about him. Like, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, right away he had that fast break and he had a nice drive and hasn't really scored since then.
Yeah.
And then for the Lancers, Derek Lopes, 20 points in the first half. Absolutely incredible. And just like you were saying before, like, he is someone that can just catch fire and just shoot incredibly from the three-point line. And he is. I mean, 4 for 5, that's amazing. That's 80% right there.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
And next we've got Wesley Hecker with 11 points. Both of them scoring more than Brett Singler. And it's just, they make those shots that gets the student section going crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is definitely, this is just a point on Wesley. Like, this has been a big year for him. I mean, he's averaging 12.4 points per game, and the past couple of years it's usually been less than 10 because he is the point guard, you know, and sometimes when you pass it, you don't always get it back, right? And but he's always showing up in the assists. And now this year he's showing up in assists and scoring. Like, just getting a lot of you can just see sometimes just the confidence too. Like, he's driving so much more and just putting those in, and it's awesome to see. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so super awesome. I think the Lancers are definitely came out with a little more fire that second part of the first half. If you're the Shiocton Chiefs right now, as a coach, what are you saying right now?
Well, honestly, if you're thinking about the gym, then I would probably tell them, like, they're going to bring the energy and you got to bring it back even more, and you have to. They all kind of look tired, but you have to match the physicality and the energy that's being put in the hustle.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it's just about taking care of the ball too. I mean, at that end, they just had a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
I mean, 12 turnovers, not what you want in a half, and that's not how you're going to win basketball games either. And I mean, especially, I think they have to, like, stress on, like, let's get those rebounds, you know? I mean, they are winning the rebound game right now, but they have to continue to do that and continue to score off of those rebounds. And just putting in some more shots. I mean, right now shooting 30% from the three-point, I mean, it's not the best. And, I mean, you have the Lancers shooting a whopping 50%, which is great.
Yeah.
And right there, you just have some of the game stats so far. Like we said, rebounding. Shiocton out-rebounding 17-13. And, I mean, although, like, the turnovers, like, it looks pretty close, but the Lancers definitely had a majority of those at the start and then got better through and just fixed it. But I just felt like the Shiocton just kind of, like, spread out their turnovers. And it just, and, like, in some of those moments where the Lancers caught fire, they couldn't reciprocate it.
Yeah. Another thing you have to watch, too, is the field goals. You have to make those bunnies and those layups.
Yeah, here comes an interview from Coach Dolan from Sandra, too.
I'm Sandra. I'm here with Coach Dolan. How did you feel about the first half since it was back and forth a lot of time?
Yeah, I think overall, a few minutes to get into the game a little. But once we recovered from that, got into our style, playing aggressive and running the floor, it was the kind of half that we were looking for.
Yep. As we can see, now you guys have the lead. What are you guys going to do to build off of it?
We got to come out with the same aggressiveness, the same intensity that we half with. Get them on their early on. No lead is really safe when it comes to high school basketball, so we got to come out and play hard in the second half.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Kind of going off of what Coach Dolan had said in the beginning, like, yeah, they didn't necessarily start with their style of playing, but they got it, and that's kind of what you need. You want to start with it, but if you don't, you at least have to get there, and they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and thanks so much to Sandra for that interview, too. Yeah, just like you were saying, just they started out rough. It was rough, and then it caught fire, and it got better. And I love Mr. Dolan's point, is no lead is safe in high school basketball. You never know. I mean, 16 points is not that much. It's just a couple of quick points, and you're right there. I mean, that's what the Lancers did. There was just a 5-minute stretch right there where all of a sudden it was Lancers, and nothing for Shiocton. And Shiocton, all they have to do is just play aggressive defense and get the rebounds, and their lead will be taken right back. But definitely back and I wouldn't really say it's been totally back and forth, because it was Shiocton right away, and then all of a sudden it switched to Lancers, and now we're up by 16. And your score is 49-33 once again. Shiocton this year is averaging, they're usually averaging a pretty good, it's just an okay 3-point percentage. 34% isn't terrible, but you look for better, and especially in a game right now where the opposing team is just shooting better, it's hard to deal with. And I mean, also looking at the Lancers, they also shoot a 34%, so it's a pretty average percentage. But I think just be aggressive, and Mr. Dolan was totally right. Just they got to stay aggressive too. Also, like you said earlier, the girls also have their first game in the new gym tomorrow, and that is against Sheboygan Falls. So if you got nothing to do, come and support your Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers. It'll be a great game. Sheboygan Lutheran, Sheboygan Falls, excuse me, is in Division 3, and they're actually ranked at 8th right now. So that will be a super fun game and just a challenge for our team too, because we haven't played a lot of teams with taller girls, and the majority of their team is a lot of tall girls, just like this Shiocton team.
Yeah, it'll be an exciting game for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, new gym, Saturday night. I mean, personally, I hate Saturday games because this is already like our 4th or 5th game time. But we're hyped no matter what. New gym. Let's get after it. Okay, Shiocton will start with the ball this half. And that's Cody Young bringing it up. And foul to start the half. Not always the best way to start, but it's okay. It'll be on Isaiah Muchka. So starting over. Shiocton ball still. Little high-low going for Shiocton. And Singler will take that for 2. And there's their lob play, and Isaiah throws it a little short, and Derek can't quite get to it. And here comes Shiocton coming back quick. And a quick, easy bucket. No lead is safe in the game of basketball. They can't play relaxed right now. And Derek lobs for 3. Oh my goodness, he makes it. That is 5 for 6 tonight. That is absolutely incredible. I'm going to run out of spots to mark it on my stat sheet right now. But incredible shooting for Derek lobs. Now, as long as we can build some more energy off of that, Lancers will start looking pretty good.
Brett Singler with the nice seal right there.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that they just want to get in that post because there's a mismatch there. And there's Singler again for 2. Bounces it around but puts it in still. Isaiah Muchko will bring it up on the wing to Will. Can't put it in. And rebound for Shiocton. Derek will grab it, push it, and lay it in for 2. That's 25 points for Derek Lobs. Awesome night for him.
Kyle Bergsbacon back in the game, hoping to see more something from him.
Yep. There's Cody Young in the corner. To Jorgensen in the corner for 3. Knocks it down. Lancer lead cut to 12. Wesley in the corner. Skipping it to Will on the wing, wide open. Little long. Can't put it in. And a little hustle play on the ground. And the rebound will go to Shiocton. And that's Bergsbacon, just like we said.
Timeout for Shiocton. They've got to find a way to come back with some more energy to come back to the Lancers score here.
Yeah, so just on their screen, there you see it. Derek Lobs shooting amazing. 83%, 25 points. Like, I know I keep saying it, but that's incredible. Like, just like absolutely awesome, and especially in a game that could potentially be tight in order, like, you got to have your key players that are scoring a lot. I think Derek can probably get a little more aggressive on rebounding, especially because that's something the Lancers are struggling with. Derek only having 2 rebounds so far, but we'll see how he continues in this second half. So Lancer ball. the timeout was taken by Shiocton, and Wesley will bring it up. Will driving, kicking to Jamin for 3 and nothing but net. The net's a little hung on the rim just from that amazing swish. That's Jamin's first 3 of the night. Oh, and there's a block. And Cody Young for 3. Can't put it in. And he will hustle for it and steps out of bounds before touching it. So now Lancer ball. Wesley, little shot fake. Takes to Derek. Little heat check. It's okay. And Will rebound, but looks to dribble off his leg. Now Shiocton ball. Getting it to the high post. And that will be a long, and Will recover the rebound. Wesley pushing. Down to the basket. Noah blocked. And it'll stay Lancer ball. There's another heat check for Derek Lobbs. Can't put it in. And it'll stay Shiocton ball. Your score, 57-45. Lancers up by 12. Chiefs get it in. Bergsbacon at the top. And that'll be nothing but net for 3 for Kyle Bergsbacon. Just a reminder, he's a sophomore. And I mean, averaging 15.2 points per game as a sophomore is pretty awesome. And that will stay Shiocton ball.
Kyle Bergsbacon for the 3.
Cutting the lead down to 6. Just like Dolan said, no lead is safe. Wesley driving all the way and will be fouled pretty aggressively. And will head to the stripe.
Kyle Bergsbacon's coming out with the 13 points, 1 point behind Singler. He's coming with the leading scoring, as we pointed out before the game.
Yeah, just recovering from that first half where he didn't do much, and now he's coming to play. Wesley will miss the first free throw. And Jorgensen will check out. Wesley puts the second one in. Bergsbacon driving, kicking, and that is a dwarf for 3. Noah in the post, kicking it to Jamin, swinging it to Wesley at the top. Can't put it in. Rebound secured by Singler. Shiocton now swinging it. Bergsbacon in the on the wing. Can't put it in. Rebound by Singler. Can't put that one in either. And Will have another rebound. Derek spinning, driving. Can't put it in. Young with the rebound. DeBoer driving. Stopping.
You can tell they really want to get it to 24.
Singler, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just sometimes it's not working there.
Noah's doing a great job of playing defense down there, too. And there's Young for a quick, easy 2, right down the middle. Wesley now on the wing, gets it to Will. Kicks it out to Wesley. Little jumper, can't get it. Gets his rebound. To Will on the wing, can't put it in. And that'll be Bergsbaken in the corner for 3. And just like that, Shiocton has the lead now by 1, 59-58. The game of highs and lows for both teams so far. And just like that, Shiocton goes on a run and up by 1. Eve, what do you think? What do you think Dolan needs to talk to his players about right now, and just to get them locked in? It just, I don't know. It doesn't seem like they're not trying. They're bringing energy. It's just they're still getting beat.
I don't really know, because we keep talking about the energy. Energy's always got to be your thing. You always have to have energy. But it's those rebounds. They're missing a lot of the shots, and then they're just not getting those rebounds. And that's kind of what you need right now against this team, who's a really great rebounding team.
Yeah. And I also think that the Lancers just can't. I think a lot of their shots right now, they're just settling for the 3-point shot, or just Wesley had that jumper, which is good, but try to get it where down low, which is, I also can't say that because it's hard because they are outsized, and blocks could come then too, but I think not settling and just continuing to work hard both on offense and defense will make a big difference too.
Yeah.
So both teams come back onto the court. And it'll be Lancer ball. Shiocton showed that 1-3-1 a little bit in that first half, and now have gone completely back to man. Haven't shown it since. But man's been working out pretty well for them. Wesley will be doubled on that screen, and will be fouled and headed to the line. And 1 for Wesley Hecker. Great play, great drive. Hey, just like what I said too, he's just getting that confidence to drive and take it. And that'll be his 14th point of the night.
Yeah, when they start to get those drives is kind of when the Shiocton starts getting a lot of their fouls.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're talking about, not settling too. And Wesley will put it in for the and 1 3-point play. Wesley shooting 86% now tonight from the free throw line. And Bergsbaken stepped on the line. Good little trap for the Lancers, and it'll be headed their way. So Wesley bringing it up now. Isaiah finding Noah Dillon. Great pass by Isaiah Muchka. Great lay-in by Noah Dillon. Good play all around. And that will be a foul called on Isaac Wagner. His second.
Isaac Wagner still not doing terrible on fouls for it only being his second foul. That's pretty good so far, which is kind of a silly foul, but
yeah, it happens though. So now Young will bring it up, contested by Isaac, playing good defense. And we'll put it into the post to Jorgensen, kicking it out. Back to Young. And there will be a push off by Young. So Isaac had the foul and now created the foul called again, or like called on Cody Young. And that is Cody Young's second also. Lancer ball. Wesley driving again and is met by 3 tall towers and is blocked. And that's Jordan's, nope, that's Singler. Good take by Isaac, can't put it in. And another foul. And that is on Will. Student section coming back live. Lancers lead by 4. Showing some press. And Will gets a touch on the board, but bounces off the backboard and will go right back to Singler. And he will get the 2 points. Isaiah driving in the corner to Wesley. Going to Noah, driving, and that'll be a foul on the ground.
So I know in football and volleyball, the student sections were amazing. They had a lot of energy and they were really good. Do you think that the student section for the basketball teams this year are going to play an important role also?
That's a great question. I think it's a little harder to do it for basketball because there's not as many cheers that you can do. And they were absolutely amazing in volleyball and football, specifically volleyball. Just at the state tournament and stuff, so many people showed up and it was absolutely amazing. There's Isaiah Muchka for 2. But it was just incredible. But I think it's kind of harder to cheer for basketball games.
Yeah.
But, I mean, so far this season, they haven't done a terrible job. But I think they could definitely be louder. And that's DeWar for 3. Lancers lead by 1. And Isaiah shoots and misses. And there'll be a carry by Bergsbacon and another turnover for Shiocton. Will Franzen checks out. Jamin Ott comes in. Isaiah on the wing, swinging it to Isaac. Isaac driving and is blocked by Cody Young. Young driving, Wesley going for it. Young thought he saw something, but looked like it was a little too quick of a pass, and they cannot secure the ball. So Lancer ball. Lancers lead by 1. Derek Lopes checking back in. Wesley Hecker for 3. Can't put it in. Noah Dillon pokes the ball out there. Good play by Noah Dillon. It is secured by Isaac. Jamin Ott shot fakes, drives, and puts it in for 2. Great drive by Jamin Ott, and that is his 10th point of this game. And there's quick, easy points for Connor Bergsbacon. And that is his 5th point of the night. So far, you got Kyle Bergsbacon and Brett Singler leading the way with 16 points each. And leading the way for the Lancers, we have Derek Lobbs with 25 points. Eve, right there at Shiocton's huddle, what do you think is going through the coach's head right now?
You know, it's probably just more of, okay, it's a really close game now, and now we have to keep going. You can't stop. You I don't know, like it's you can't stop. You're right where you want to be. Now let's just keep moving up.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, a 1-point game is not unreachable. I think
it was a 15-point game earlier, so
yep, and they came back too. But I think what it really comes down to in this game, too, is going to be rebounding and just, like, staying aggressive, too. And there's the Lancers huddle right there. I think Mr. Dolan's probably telling him, oh, there we are, everyone. But I think Mr. Dolan's definitely telling him to just stay aggressive like we just talked about and just getting after the rebounds and continuing to just not settle, right? I mean, some of these shots they're just settling for, and they have to keep working hard for these easy points, and they'll get them. So now Lancer ball. Lancer's running a quick offense now. Getting some good ball movement in. Oh, and there's Derek wide open at the bottom. Great pass by Wesley. But that's exactly what we're talking about. I mean, you'd rather have that than a brick three-pointer.
Yeah.
Like that. And War misses the three-pointer, and Noah Dillon will secure the rebound. And Derek Lobbs for three. Misses. Good rebound by Noah. And Derek will go for two. Puts it in. And that is 29 points for Derek Lobbs. Cody Young drives. Can't put it in. Rebound will go to the Lancers.
Cody Young really looks like he's just trying to make something happen right now.
Yeah. Which is hard because you don't want to force the game to come to you. You want to let the game come to you, but it's okay. You got to get some – Shiocton's got to get some points in here before this lead expands. Noah at the top, swinging to Derek. Wesley, good pass again to Noah. And that is Noah Dillon for two. His 6th point of the night.
About what you said earlier, trying to not settle for points. It's about looking for those cuts that Noah Dillon is making and, you know, just finding them so that way they can get those easy points.
Yep. Here's Cody Young. Driving, passing to Bergsbacon and getting it to Singler, and there'll be a foul and one for Brett Singler, and he will be headed to the line.
I gotta say, he's pretty good at, I mean, he's tall, but he's pretty good at making some space for himself and being able to get those easy points with 18 points now, many of them, all of them being
from down low.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly, and I think Shiocton, like their team as a whole, realizes like let's get it to him. Like he's doing good right now on that post.
And as a sophomore too.
Mm-hmm. Can't put the free throw in. Jamie Knott secures the rebound. Wesley brings the ball up, swinging to Derek, kick it out to Isaiah, and just hit the front of the rim. And that'll be a jump ball. And we'll stay with the Lancers. That was still a pretty good shot by Isaiah Muchka. And you can't make them all, right? I mean, just something to point at now. Lancers' 3-point percentage went down to 41. And there is Derek for two. Passing the 30 mark, 31. I feel like this is a career high. I'm going to fact check myself, but definitely a season high for Derek Lobbs. Noah Dillon has the foul, and Bergsbacon will be headed to the line. And he'll miss the first one. Free throws are especially crucial in these tight games. Don't you think, Eve?
Yeah, I know our coaches stress it enough, and you wanna have a good percentage as a team to be able to make your free throws.
Yeah. So this actually is a game high for Derek Lobbs. In the 22-23 season, he scored a 27. But this year, before this game, his game high was 21. And he beat that by 30 or by 10 with 31 now, and it's not even the end of the game yet. Cody Young will drive, pass it to Slinger, and Derek will get called for the foul, and Singler will be headed to line again for another and one free throw.
What do I do if I run out of 2-point
So Singler will be at the free throw line. And can't put it in. Once again, these free throws are really important when you're only down by 4. And Wesley will be headed to the line. Shooting great from the free throw line tonight, so hopefully he can keep it up. School starts again on Monday, coming back from Christmas break. Eve, are you excited?
You know, yes and no. You're excited to see your friends every day, but you can have as long as a break as you want, and you're still going to come back tired and like not prepared.
Yeah, it'll be great though, as always. And Wesley will put in the second free throw after missing the first. Chiefs looking showing a little bit of urgency now, and he'll push. Cody Young will have a great pass to Connor Bergsbacon, who will put it in for 2.
Connor Bergsbacon not making as much of a scoring as I thought he was going to have, but he's there and he's got those open shots, so good for him.
Yeah. Derek driving, kicking to Jamin for 3. Long, and rebound by Singler. Good drive by Cody Young. Can't put it in. Rebound by Bergsbacon. Driving again, and will be fouled and headed to the line. Shooting 2. Lancers not doing as well with fouls in this half as they did the first half, but still not terrible. Headed into bonus now. And Cody Young will make the first free throw of 2. And he will miss the second. Long. Derek will have the rebound, but it will be called a jump ball. And we'll be staying with Shiocton. Tough call considering the score, 76-74. Shiocton now should definitely prioritize and get a quick basket now.
Yeah.
And they'll have a nice spot in the post, but Damien Ott will swipe it out, and they'll do another inbound play. And they'll put in the post to Singler, who will miss. And, oh my goodness, that's a toss-up. I don't know who they're going to say it went out on. And they said it went out on White. That's kind of a jump call, I feel like. There's no way of possibly knowing that game.
It's Shiocton's third chance, though, so they have to make a basket now.
Yeah. They still put it to the post. Bergsbacon on the wing for 3. And there'll be a foul. They're not totally sure. And the basket is good. I can't tell who the foul was on.
I think they might be calling it on Singler.
Yep, good call. On Singler. Basket is good. Oh, maybe not. Talking it over now. Kind of hard right now, though, because this kind of takes momentum away from Shiocton and from the Lancers, too. Just when you have these tough calls, it kind of just, you sit there and it's questionable. So, three-pointer stays on the board, so it will count. And it will be Lancer ball now. Got to have good possessions now. Can't just check up shots. They got to be quality shots. And you want to get back that lead. Wesley will drive. Will with a little pick and roll for 2. Will's 7th point of the game. Will being a little quiet tonight. Oh, and there will be an offensive foul on number 1, Cody Young. As I was saying, Will being a little quiet tonight. I mean, averaging 15 points. 15 points, that's correct. And only having 7 so far, but, I mean, still got 2 minutes to go. Another pick and roll by Will and Wesley. Another pass to Will, and 1! Puts it in, and will be headed to the free throw line.
Wesley's got some great looks tonight. Just lots of good assists.
I agree, and I feel like I wouldn't really expect that pick and roll to really work on Shiocton just because they're a bigger team, but it's working all right. So a little convo from Young and the ref, and it's all good. And Will be headed for his only free throw. Can't put it in. And that'll be Singler for another and 1. His 3rd and 1. See if he can make the free throw this time. But that is huge for the Chiefs. They put this in, it ties up the game with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Folks, you have tuned into the right game. This is a great game for both teams. It's high scoring, it's back and forth. Kind of also a game of 2 halves. First half, just Lancers kind of choked at the beginning and then just took control, and now it's just been lots of back and forth, lots of lead changes. So Singler will be at the line, and it'll be long. Can't put it in. I don't think he's put in a free throw tonight yet. And Bergsbaken will be at the bottom and will put it in after grabbing his own rebound. And your score now, 81-80. Lancers trail by 1. Another screen and roll. Wesley takes it all the way, but is blocked by Singler. Now Lancers got to play some aggressive defense and not let them score again. And it's a foul called on Isaac. Guys, I'm sorry. I said something about him fouling, and he's been completely good this year, and now he has 3 fouls. I'm sorry for bringing up the past. Just kidding. That's his 4th. That's his 4th. And Young will put in the first one. Second one on the way. These are bonus free throws. One more foul and it'll be double bonus. And he'll put the second one in. Now, Chiefs lead by 3. And Lancers call a full timeout. Eve, what are some pointers that like the Lancers really need to focus on right now?
What you said before, some aggressive defense, because they've been getting some fouls that are kind of, silly, because then it puts the Chiefs at the free throw line. So maybe aggressive defense with less fouling, and then I don't know, just kind of you want Wesley to keep making those great looks to the posts and the cutting.
Yeah, I totally agree, and just continue because. I mean, if you get to the line, it's always good because you cause them to foul and you get some free throw shots. Just a reminder, your Lancers will also play next week, Monday. Well, it's already only a couple days away. On the 6th against Reedsville at Reedsville. And that will also be a good game. Just Reedsville also being 1-1 in conference. Shiocton will play. Sorry, I'm pulling it up. They will play Iowa Scandinavia at Iowa Scandinavia on Tuesday, January 7th.
Is that a conference game?
Let me look.
I'm interested to know who is all in their conference, if they have a lot of other
So
bigger schools.
Iowa Scandinavia is in their conference a lot of schools that we don't hear a lot of from around here other than Bonduelle because we played them and they're good. Oh my goodness, and there is Derek Lobbs for clutch 4-3, tying up the game. And that is my last spot I have to fill in for Derek Lobbs and 3-pointers made. He's shooting absolutely incredible. And that'll be a rebound. And Wesley will push it to Derek, to Jamin. Can't put it in. And it will stay Lancer ball. Quick turn of events. But yes, Iowa Scandinavia is in their conference. But it's a lot of schools up north past Green Bay. That's kind of where Shiocton is. So. And Wesley gets it into Derek. Your game is tied up, 83-83 with 1 minute left.
Now's the time that you really want to catch your rebounds.
Yep. And Derek can't put in the layup. Would have been a great possession if that one goes in. Instead, Shiocton will have the chance to take the lead. Now 40 seconds remaining. Young dribbling it out. Might be saving it for one shot. And Wesley deflects it, and it will stay Shiocton ball. Just taking a look at the student section real quick, you can just tell that they are worried. The faces on everyone's... Sorry, that didn't make sense. I said face. Everyone's face is just kind of worried, but I think the Lancers have got this in control. And that will be a 5-second call for Shiocton. Turnover, Lancer ball. 23 seconds remaining, tied up. 83-83. There's Bergsbaken showing a little bit of pressure there on Wesley, but Wesley handles it. Then gets to the other half of the court. Wesley drives, kicks it to Will, who'll go all the way for two! And we'll put it in! Great layup by Will Franzen.
The energy is crazy.
Great possession by the Manitowoc Lutheran Lancers. And just like that, they're up by 2, 83-85 with 4 seconds remaining. So I know I keep saying it, but just Derek is having an absolutely outstanding night. 34 points, and right behind him, Wesley Hecker with 16 points. absolutely just amazing. I mean, the Lancers are playing pretty well, pretty good basketball right now, and let's hope they can play some solid defense too. The ball is going to be at the baseline, and they are able to run the baseline. Shiocton is able to run the baseline because it's on a mid basket. So we'll see what kind of play Shiocton draws up for little time change, 4.6 seconds remaining now. There's a look at the student section. Stop sign. I don't know what that is, but it's red out tonight. Good night to be a Lancer right now with the lead. And teams will take the court. So here we go. Let's see what they drew up. Gets it into Bergsbacon. Back to Singler. Nothing is called. And the Lancers will win. Uh-oh. Actually, the ref. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Should be game. There's nothing called. And that is the game, folks. Lancers win it 85-83. We're going to have an interview coming up from Derek Lobbs, our leading scorer, and Will Franzen with that clutch layup at the end. We're going to be at a commercial break real quick, and then we'll just come back, give you a little statistic wrap-up, and then we'll have that interview.
Sponsored by Bethany Lutheran School. Bethany Lutheran School has been sharing the gospel message with the Manitowoc community for over 50 years. Come find out about the Bethany Way, where we work each day to do all things to the glory of God. To find out more information about Bethany, visit our website at www.bethany-eagles.org.
Hi, I'm Logan Brooks.
And I'm Camden Bay. And we are the officers here of the Broadcast Club at MLHS.
It has been amazing to move into our broadcasting booth in the new gym.
But we need your support.
With the move, we have equipment we need to buy to continue to bring you high-level broadcasts of MLHS sports.
If you are a business interested in a commercial or an individual who just loves our broadcasts and would like to support us, scan the QR code or go to the link on your screen to see ways you can support us.
You can also email our advisor, Nathan Gergel, for more information.
Thanks, and enjoy the game.
Sponsored by B&B Metals. Buying scrap cars, appliances, and farm equipment. If it's metal, we buy it. Call us at 920-693-8261.
So welcome back. Thank you again to our sponsors. And just like Logan and Camden said, we can always take some more. I mean, moving to this new booth, it takes a lot of stuff. And if we want to keep this tip-top shape, it takes a little bit of money. But your final score, the Lancers 85 and the Shiocton Chiefs with a score of 83. Eve, what do you think was just like the most important aspect of that win?
I think a lot of it. I think in the start we mentioned like hustle and the energy. In the very beginning, it really didn't look like it was there for the Lancers, and then they started to pick it up and it got there. And then also we mentioned like it's not settling for some points, and like they stopped settling. They started looking for those cuts and those post players down there, and they started to find them, and I think that was really helpful too.
Yeah. Another huge aspect of this game was Derek Lobbs. Derek Lobbs tonight had 34 points, shooting 74% from the field. Like, absolutely incredible. I think with Derek, we definitely just caught that spark, and just like that, we kept getting the lead back and just kept fueling ourselves with all this energy that's coming off of Derek's three-pointers and just everything.
Yeah.
It was just great. And another aspect of just winning this game was Wesley Hecker. He had 16 points tonight, shooting 44% from the field and 3 rebounds. And he also shot stellar from the free throw line, shooting 78%, which, once again, is needed in these tight games. I mean, you look at the Lancers, well, they actually only shot 53% from our stats, and but it's needed to shoot good from the free throw line, especially in tight games, because, I mean, even if you're a singler or whatever, you're just thinking back to those free throws you missed in those clutch moments. Like, those are, like, count in games like this and tight games. And just like that, too, you see turnovers kind of had a big role in the game, too. I mean, that at the end, you had that 5-second call on the out-of-bounds play. That just takes the momentum right out of you, too. And Shiocton's still out-rebounding the Lancers 24-30. I mean, those are also our stats, so they might not be exactly accurate, but as close as we can.
Those are important. Like, you're going to – they missed their free throws, but we didn't do as great rebounding, so I feel like that maybe sort of balanced out.
Yeah, I totally agree. So now we're going to have an interview. Just kidding. Not yet. We're waiting for some players. But players all came out, and looks like they're all standing around Derek. I mean, I would be. 34 points is crazy. That's an awesome game by Derek Lobbs, the senior. So we're going to have an interview coming up from Will Franzen. Will had 9 points tonight, and here comes the interview.
Congratulations on the win. Can you walk us through the last point of the game?
Thank you. It was just something that I didn't think about, and I just went to the lane, put the shot up, and it went in. There's not much to it other than that.
Hey, you heard it from himself. And now we have Derek. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Derek. Congratulations on the win. How does it feel to have your career high points? Walk us through the game.
Felt really good. I mean, I just felt like I had the hot hand all game, so I just kept shooting it.
Good answer.
What are you going to do throughout the year to keep going?
Keep shooting. Keep shooting.
You heard it for yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra, for that quality interview. I mean, you heard it from Derek. Just got to keep shooting, and yeah.
Yeah, you know, when he's got that feeling like, I got this, and then just keep shooting and you're making it, go for it.
Yeah.
That was great to see all the team behind them, though, too, like you said before, just the energy that they all had and how proud they were of their teammate.
Yeah, it's awesome. They have a great chemistry, and it's so exciting to see just how into it all of them are with each other and just how invested each and every one of them are. Yep. And I definitely think that, like, Derek shooting this well is something that needs to carry over to these next couple of games, because sometimes in some of these games that they're losing, just like tight games, like they sometimes don't have someone that can score. And Will's been that person, Derek's been that person, Wesley's been that person, and it's just great to have so many people that can score and have a big night on any given night.
Yeah, and with the Reedsville game on Monday, conference game coming up, you know, that's another important one that you want to win all your games, but you want to win a conference game especially too. So with those big scores, that's helpful, and it's nice that they feel confident and that you can see the confidence grow in each game.
Yeah. So once again, Lancers play on Monday, January 6th at Reedsville. So support your Lancers, and girls play tomorrow on Saturday against Sheboygan Falls here at Manitowoc Lutheran. Once again, your final score for the Lancers, 85, and your Shiocton Chiefs, 83. I'm Micaiah Krause.
And I'm Eve Overland.
And thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.